Hello, Aries. How are you today? All right, we're going to do our next 48-hour reading. This is for August 6th through August 7th, in case you're interested in the dates. But also remember, too, that these readings don't necessarily have to fall within these messages. If something resonates with you, that might be the message that you need to hear at the moment that you come across it. Yeah. Again, so that being said, these messages, they're for Aries. Whether you're Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries, whatever your placement, it doesn't matter. And let's see, you are all welcome. Come join and let's see what this 48-hour reading says for you. Remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Ooh. All right, let's get into it. What's the theme for Aries in the next 48 hours? August 6th through August 7th. So Aries, what I like to do is I like to wait for a card to come out because I feel like that's the best way to do it. Wow. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. What is a high point for Aries in the next 48 hours? What is a high point for Aries? That's way too many cards. We've got the Queen of Wands. What is a low point for Aries in the next 48 hours? Ooh. Tower in reverse. What is a lesson for Aries? What kind of lessons do you have for Aries in the next 48 hours? I don't know. Spirit's telling you to take Temperance, even though 3 cards came out, but the other ones came out. It just kind of fell into place, so I'm going with Temperance. And where should Aries focus their energy in the next 48? Oops. Ace of Pentacles. All right, we've got some major arcanas. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in our first position as our theme. We have the Queen of Wands as our high point for the next 48 hours. The Tower in reverse as our next 48 hours. As our low point, as our low point. We have the lessons that we might want to benefit from, or lessons we can learn, or from our Temperance card. And we should focus our energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Let's start up here. So basically, your theme for the next 48 hours, Aries, is that you need to let go of the wheel. You have little control over the events that are happening. All right, there's not much. What's done is done, okay? And I don't think you're gonna not, actually that's true. I really do feel like you're not gonna feel like you're in control, okay? And I'm gonna come back to that a little bit here, but don't panic. I know the Tower card is kind of scary and like, I don't like the Tower card. It's interesting. I believe we had the Queen of Wands in the reading before. Did we? No. Hold on, let me go back to my notes. I usually write that down. Have we had the Queen of Wands? Yes, it was our theme. We had the Queen of Wands as a theme for July 29th through the 30th. And then she popped up again in my July 31st through August 1st reading. And now she's over here again. Okay, so Queen of Wands is coming up for Aries a lot. And basically what she means is that, well, in this position that she's in right now for you guys, I think Aries, you're doing a really good job at focusing on what you need to do to move forward. And you're doing a good job at knowing how to go about it. Okay, I think that's just the Aries in you. I know Aries, like, they're just really good at, like, logistics. They know how to plan, they know how to set a plan in motion, and they know how to execute a plan, and they know how to do it efficiently, okay, Aries? Like, you're a boss, okay? But not only are you doing that, but you're doing it with confidence. You're coming off like, I'm super intelligent. Of course, I know what I'm doing. You're coming off calm and peaceful about it. You know, you're not super arrogant. So, like, you really need to, like, this is some good energy to have right now. And this is the energy, like, you're pretty much exuding, okay, for the next couple of days. And so that's amazing. And so even though, you know, like, you know, there's not a lot you can do, okay, this is like, I like this one because it's like the wheels keep on turning, you know, the wheels keep turning, but life is always going to keep going, okay? So there's nothing really you can do. You have little control. It's kind of like, yeah, what's done is done. Now let go of the wheel and let it be, right? But you are handling it really well. Your energy is coming off really strong. And it's like, you know what to do. You know how to handle it. It's kind of like when somebody sees an emergency going on and some people freeze, you know? That's like the bystander effect. You're not doing that. That's not you. Okay, that's not you at all. All right, so our low position, let's talk about this Tower in reverse. Okay, basically, you're like undergoing some, which we had the Tower in the last reading. It was part of our theme. I just want to say that. But it was not in reverse. So now it's in reverse. And I think this means is like, you're undergoing some kind of change, a significant change in your life, right? Like this is some type of personal transformation you're going through. It's like, it's an upheaval, right? Like you are really going through something. You're transforming and changing as a person. Maybe you're changing your views. Maybe you're changing the way you react to things. Maybe you're changing the people around you, the people in your circle. Maybe you're changing careers, or maybe you decided to, you know, follow your instincts. I'm going to come back to that as well. Follow your instincts came up more than once in my head just now. Yeah. Okay, you're changing. That's the point I'm trying to make. But in addition to the fact that you're changing, I have a feeling that because it's in reverse, I just feel like it's kind of forced on you. You're changing, but you don't really want to change. You don't really, like, you're like, I didn't really agree to this, but it's happening anyway, okay? That's what I'm getting, okay? So I feel like you're, like, taking the lessons, you're learning from them, right? You're learning lessons in life, which is constant going, okay? But it's just, and you're actually changing because of these new things that you're learning, right? You can't help it. Like, the more you learn, the more you just, I mean, what do you do with information, right? As you gather new information, you kind of change and you adapt to those things. I mean, some people don't, but you're an Aries. You do. You know how to take what you learned and make yourself better, okay? But I think all at the same time, you're like, I don't, you know, maybe it's a little forced on you, okay? And I don't think you realize it yet, but it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. It's just you're feeling like it's forced on you. I don't know what that means for you. Honestly, tell me if this makes sense, if what I'm saying makes sense, because I can't give anything specific. I can't think of a specific scenario, but like if you have a specific scenario and this makes sense to you, like you're going through a change, like a transformation, but you feel like it's forced on you, can you please put that in the comments below? I'm like really curious to know about that. Maybe as I sit with these cards a little longer, it will come to me some ideas. And I usually relate it to my own life, right? Like I usually do that because I'm an Aries too. Okay, moving on. So, okay, let's go over here. So your lesson, even though you are killing it over here, you are shining, Aries. You are shining in the next 48 hours, okay? Like you are, like your vibes in the next 48 hours are amazing. But Spirit is saying, to like take a middle road, okay, to find a balance. I have a feeling like there might be some extremities coming your way, like someone, you might, maybe someone, or you might be in a situation where you might be forced to take a side or something, or maybe you did take a side and you regret taking that side. Like maybe after some contemplation or learning some new things, you're like, maybe I should have went the other way, right? This is just saying that remember that you don't have to take one side or the other. You don't have to be extreme with anything. You don't have to be water or fire, you know? You can be in the middle, okay? You can take a middle road. You can be the peacemaker. You can be at peace. Maybe you've got one person who's like has an opinion about your life or how you raise your kids or yeah, I don't know why that one came out. That one came out. I don't know, maybe you just have something going on where there's just a disagreement, and maybe one person's maybe someone's telling you to do something, right? Maybe two people are telling you to do completely opposite things, okay? You don't have to do either one. You can take a middle road, okay? Whatever that means for you. If you have presented with two options, you can take a middle road. And that is where I feel like what Spirit is saying, your lesson here is take the middle road sometimes, because that's where you'll find your peace. Okay, that's where you'll find the real self-growth. All right, that's where you won't feel so like your feelings or emotions won't be so heightened, because you won't have an ego. Like your ego won't be so like rawr, I guess, you know, because like your ego is telling you what you think you want, what you think you need. And, you know, when you don't get those things, you get frustrated with life and you start viewing life a little bit differently. So I think when you go middle and you find a balance, right? Like, okay, then things don't feel so bad. Or things won't feel so friction. They won't be so much friction. Okay, so find a balance, find a middle point. When you can't go high and you can't go low and it just doesn't make sense to you, go right through, go down the middle. But what Spirit is saying that Aries should focus their energy on in the next 48 hours, new opportunities. Okay, Aries, you should be finding new opportunities. Excuse me. You should be finding new opportunities to build wealth. Always, okay? Aries, you are a boss, all right? Find new opportunities that are gonna build your wealth. Do you have a business going on? Are you watching it? Are you testing something? Are you collecting data, okay? Are you asking questions? Are you meeting with mentors? All right, what are you doing to build upon that, okay? That's what you need to focus your energy on. This is what you need to do. Like, keep doing it. Go focus hard, okay? Because this is a really awesome card to have. It's like you're finding new ways to build on your wealth, because you're looking for stability. You're looking for security. You're looking for abundance, all right? This is the card where you get to dream big. Look how big this pentacle is, okay? All right. Now he's trying to find a way to tie these cards together. I really think these two are really nice and go hand in hand. You know, like you got to focus on, you're going to do a great job of focusing on what you need to do and how you need to do it, right? Like, I feel like you're kind of ahead of the game. Like right now, I feel like Aries, like other people are just kind of like, they're not in the right headspace as you are. And you're just like killing it. You're like, I'm 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of you guys. And it shows, okay? And people can tell. But you're not, it's like, it's humbling though. It's like, you're not doing it in an arrogant way at all. Okay, but when you get faced with a situation or somebody, you know, sometimes we want to like get right into the middle of the action, Aries. And I think this, in the next couple days or whatever, I think the message Spirit is saying is like, don't get caught up in all that drama. You need to stay right in the middle, stay low, okay, because you need to be observant. All right, and this one right here, you're going through a transformation. You're learning so much, okay? And there's not much you can do about it, okay? And I think that's the part that you're like, you don't like. You feel like it's kind of forced on you, all right? But you've got, like, good things are coming, okay? Like, you're handling yourself really, really well, Aries. Like, a Spirit is saying, whatever it is you're doing great. You need to keep doing it, okay? And just keep finding middle ground. And then keep finding new ways to build money. Okay, finding more ways to have security, okay, because you only limit yourself right now. So, like, go out there and go do it. Is there a side hustle you've been thinking about starting? You know, the hardest part is starting, and you just need to go do, okay? And then give yourself time, okay? Because this is just an ace, right? Like, you have to give yourself time to progress. You have to give yourself time to progress through this, all right? All right, Aries, this was a really, really good reading. Again, I said something here. What did I say? Oh, if you're going through like a transformation that feels like kind of forced on you, can you please put that in the comments? Just another reminder. I would love to hear your reactions and how this message resonates with you. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, Aries, and I will see you in my next 48 hour. Actually, yes. Yeah, actually, no. I'll see you in my tomorrow. I'm going to put out a weekly love and then messages from your partner. And then after that, I will see you in the next 48. All right. Bye.